When we return, look at a little-known film collection. It's preserving a tremendous amount of national history.
Got that gambling craze.
A Philadelphia couple has a unique collection of rare films made by little-known African-American film companies. Here's a look back at Black Hollywood as seen through fascinating historical clips from the collection of Larry and Beverly Richards.
I know you remember all I've told you.
Most people recognize the Bronze Venus, Lena Horne, who got her start in 1938 in movies such as The Duke is Tops.
Now I am confessing, got that gambling craze.
Not so familiar, Herb Jeffrey, a singing cowboy and matinee idol who rode the plains in the movie Harlem on the Prairie.
That pleases me greatly. It means that I can put my plans into action at once.
The name Lorenzo Tucker probably doesn't ring a bell either. He starred in the 1932 film Veiled Aristocrat and was often compared to Rudolph Valentino. The actors are among hundreds of African Americans who performed in what was called Black Hollywood, big cities such as Chicago, where the first independent black film company was established in 1910, and Philadelphia, where movies were filmed on South Street in the 20s and 30s. St. Louis Blues, starring Bessie Smith and other movies, were distributed by 30 independent African-American film companies. They produced more than 500 movies from 1910 through 1950.
He created race films, which were all black cast films, especially for black audiences.
In Philadelphia, film historian Larry Richards and his wife Beverly have spent over 20 years collecting rare African-American films.
For the guests that come into our home and view these pieces, they find it fascinating. They find it enlightening.
The history of black film is so rich.
This is my masters for all my black films. It's Jivin' Bebop with Dizzy Gillespie from the late 40s.
He performs so many wonderful and exciting signature pieces. You have an opportunity to see Dizzy Gillespie at his peak.
The Richards' extensive collection dates back to 1918. Many of the movies were made in reaction to the release of D.W. Griffith's Birth of a Nation. The movie about the Ku Klux Klan featured African Americans in harsh, degrading stereotypes, depicted as fact. To negate the images, pioneering filmmakers like Oscar Micheaux cast African Americans in broader roles.
Oscar Micheaux was the greatest producer and director of all black films. His films tried to portray blacks in all classes. He was able to make moral statements.
You taught me to smoke those filthy reapers, to drink, to gamble, to do the many evil things that have ruined me.
By the late 30s, now our black films were becoming just sort of like the general genre, like Hollywood.
For heaven's sake, me, don't.
You would have like crime, like gang smashes. You would have a black mob in a black town.
This collection is so meaningful because it shows the enormous strength for these filmmakers to be as successful as they were.
Everything that I have, I owe to my ancestors, our ancestors, for the pain and the suffering and I get emotional.
Larry and Beverly Richards, keeping a unique era of American history alive through their personal collections. For more information about the historic films or to purchase them, you can go to the Richards website at www.acinemaapart.com.